All right, seventh graders, if you're watching this video on conclusions, your introduction and body paragraph should be complete. Now, when we're talking about conclusions, first of all, this is the last paragraph in your essay. What it needs to have, first of all, it needs to reword the thesis statement. Now, it should say the same things, but say it in a different way, and we'll look at an example of that. Then you need to summarize each body paragraph and then give it a call to action, a wrap up. We're going to look at how to bring your attention grabber from the introduction video back into your conclusion. Now, these are the things you must have. Here's what I do not want to see. I don't want to see things like thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed my paper. I hope you learned. That's at the end. Those are the reason why. I had one student that said, that's all, folks, at the end of their paper, like it was the Looney Tunes. Do not want that. You are writing what is considered a formal paper. Do not make it an informal paper. Now, some examples of what I'm looking for. If we look up here, this is this person's introduction. The thesis statement is at the end. Claire Barton was an everyday hero because she impacted the world, helped people, and has overcome many obstacles. If I go down to the conclusion, I should see the same thing, but worded a different way. So here, we have Claire Barton always saw the needs of other people and risked her life to meet them, making her an everyday hero who impacted the world, helped other people, and overcame obstacles. So this person said the same thing, just said it in a different way. Now, the next thing that this person did was she put her evidence together and then said that this is, and then gave the reason. So you'll see she was depressed and shy, and then she helped other people. So she impacted the world by giving back to the people. She also helped by risking her life. The only thing I wish this person did a little bit differently was this last sentence, and that's what we're going to talk about now. So otherwise, restating that, rewording that thesis statement, summarizing the body paragraphs, done perfectly there. Now, in these examples, they're not going to have that summary of the body paragraphs. I said no questions, so this one doesn't matter. We go down to the interesting fact. So if your attention grabber starts with an interesting fact, like the ugliest animal, now they reword the thesis statement, so the things in purple are what's said again. But then at the end, we bring back to that fact that blobfish will forever be ugly, the ugliest to be exact. If you had an anecdote or a story, so once again, the purple is rewording that thesis statement. And if we bring back to the attention grabber, next time you're scuba diving deep, deep down in the ocean floor, okay, and we see that in the introduction with the anecdote or story. So one way to do this is bring your attention grabber back in that last sentence. Next one, if we're doing dialogue, I said that one might be a little bit difficult. But here, this was with the you guys made me ink. How do they bring it back in the conclusion? Disney prides themselves on being accurate on their depiction of creatures. However, we have set the story straight, and now you know better. Interesting. Last one with the call to action. If we have a quote. So if the quote is about captivity, we want to bring that back. So we have the quote by John Hargrove. Then in the conclusion, John Hargrove states that no whale likes to be in captivity. Do not support SeaWorld, zoos, and other facilities that keep whales cooped up in small spaces, instead letting them roam freely in the ocean. So bringing the person that made that quote back. If it's your everyday hero, maybe you can reword that quote a little bit differently so that it seems conclusive. Whatever you do, I do want to try to see your attention grabber in that conclusion. The other parts of it you must have. Good luck. Give it a shot. We can always talk about it when we conference, when I come back from the conference. Bye.